What's up, gay guys? Jason Cucumber Striker back with another fish tank video. Just a follow-up to my last video that you can check up right there. It's not hard. You can just click on it and then click back here. Basically just more fish tank moments that I enjoyed in no real specific order. If you have any that you would like me to talk about, let me know and I'll try and figure it out. A boy named Chip. Chip is a character who, if I'm placing him on like a tier list of season 1 characters, I would put him at like the S double plus extreme tier ranking. Chip's appearances were always very brief, but always very impactful. A seemingly drunk, homeless guy who is constantly in the search for cigarettes.
Yo, y'all got my cigarettes.
I don't have them.
Y'all got cigarettes in here.
A very simple character, there's not much more than that. But, I mean, literally every time he was on camera, he just stole the scene for me. He makes his first of 3 appearances on day 21 during the camping challenge to help partake in the drunken piece of mini challenge. Josie ends up winning said challenge and ends up trying to bring Chip to sleep in her room with her.
You want to sleep in my room, maybe?
I'll sleep anywhere. I just want
Yeah,
to know where the my cigarettes are
queso.
right now.
Just don't put queso if you sleep in my room, you know?
I mean, right off the bat, his appearance, he's basically always wearing the same thing. Just like a disheveled wife beater that's full of stains. I could only imagine what he smelled like in person. Extremely greasy hair, probably greasier than mine is right now. That first day too, he had like just like a random plastic bag full of God knows what. His second appearance was on day 26, this time popping in during the trial to try and determine who pooped in Sylvia's closet. Chip was a suspect in the trial initially until he ended up ODing in bathroom 4.
And so I just wanted to point out, like, so he would transfer the samples into the plate, and then he would transfer in the,
But earlier in the night, he'd go on a rampage, destroying things and doing interrogations of his own, looking for his lost cigarettes.
I love David.
Chip's final appearance would be on day 32, and probably my favorite Chip entrance. Josie found Chip's lifeless body in a pile of garbage under the stairs.
Who is it? Who are you? We'll get somebody.
Chip was unresponsive, so Josie called the house for help.
Vance, my ex is here. Vance, come quick.
What?
You know CPR, right? You did it on Chris. Hurry. With a sickness.
Hey, shit.
Chip?
You then?
Is that Chip?
He'd then go on another rampage, looking for cigarettes, ripping the door off Letty's room.
Why is there so much, like, there's like hairspray?
That's mustard.
That's why it smells like eggs. That's not fart spray.
It is fart spray.
Mustard has eggs.
Mustard?
It's made out of eggs. Oh! I broke the door.
And duct taping it back on.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's about it.
Oh! Look at that! Look at that!
Even though this is his 3rd day in the house, Chip would discover TTS for the very first time, and he cannot handle people trolling him and spazzes out trying to rip the speaker off the wall. He then falls down the stairs. Twice. Falls multiple times in the living room.
And it's got,
You can make Chris leave. Now, don't you want to do this?
To to the point where Jet had to come up and try and pull him into the basement, and he was not having it. He then decides to pass out on the top of the stairs. Letty tries to help him to get up and sleep in the bed, but she doesn't know how.
There's a mattress there for you to sleep on. You have him crawling on the floor. That's still under. Well, I can't, like, I don't know.
He pees in the closet and then leaves. Personal lows, crowdsourced highs. The personal low challenge, though it was for a fish buck, it was really more of something just to pass the time in between like the bigger challenges, the bigger moments of the show. This mini challenge was about being real and about being honest and telling a truthful tale of one of your deepest, darkest moments while TTS was enabled. Things started to go off the rails when Sylvia started talking about her ex-husband cheating on her.
It was Valentine's Day came, and my ex-fiance spent it with his assistant, which is just mad in love with him.
Someone paid to have the fart sounds go off.
Like, my mental state isn't good, like, that's where I went home, and, yeah.
Sylvia, thank you. I'm sorry that happened. That's the worst time. Yeah.
Jet could not help himself from laughing in this perfectly timed moment. Unfortunately for Letty, she had to go last, and with TTS establishing that they could make Jet laugh from these poorly timed jokes, Letty didn't stand a chance. They didn't even have to switch up the tactic. As Letty was trauma dumping about the time her ex-boyfriend beat her, someone started playing an Asian man yelling.
Hai vụ là thằng mất dạy đó. Nó chuyên môn là chữ thề. Thằng vô nhân quá. Con chó của cộng sản. Mày đợi chút xíu tao lóc mày. Ha. Bây giờ tao không muốn nói gì nhiều. Thằng hai vụ tao im đi. Mày đừng nói chuyện. Mày chữ thề là chết mày với tao cho mày. Mày chữ thề tao bắn mày liền á. Tụi tao bắn mày á. Mày tưởng tao có súng hả? Tao bắn mày á. Có súng đây nè. Thằng hai vụ á. Mày có chân á. Tao bắn mày á. Mày tưởng mày ăn hiếp nhân dân là tại nhân dân không có súng. Ở đây tất cả chúng tao thì có súng hết á.
Then farts.
The contrast between how serious this is.
Then a laugh track.
I didn't have anywhere to go and I didn't know anyone there.
And the laugh track again.
Is it done? Alright. Yeah, turn them off. Please turn them off.
This chapter is sponsored by something that happened multiple times throughout the show that was like this kind of small moment, but I'm sure it's not going to make the edit, but it really did make me laugh, was the fake ad reads.
I did have a lot of social anxiety. I was pulling out my hair, but after Viking CBD, I took a few gummies. I hit the Viking CBD vape. It made me see clearly.
Jet would randomly pull people aside into bedroom number 1 and make them read ad reads for Viking CBD. This all kind of started with Jet making Josie do a special dance to goad the viewers into ordering more plushies.
I love plushies. Meow, 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 meow. I love plushies. Bark, 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 bark.
Now where are they at?
Where are they?
Who are they? Come on.
I need plushies.
He needs plushies. I need plushies. We all need plushies. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at?
Josie, I think this is becoming cruel.
This is cruel and unusual.
Josie, plushies are completely turned off. We've just been wasting your time. I'm sorry. You can go downstairs now.
Silly man, you silly man.
That turned into her doing ad reads for Viking CBD and other sponsors.
Go ahead and hit that one.
All right. Paleo Crate Connect, great for the paleo diet, freeze-dried.
And then they'd make Josie and Letty team up to sell even more product.
Viking CBD!
Days later, they'd make Vance do the same thing, but this time Goldstriker joins for some added guidance.
Me, myself, I like the 100-piece sour pack. But if you're not a sour guy like I am, we have tropical flavors, or Viking has tropical flavors, black cherry, mango, anything you can name.
There's no way this dip. I remember all that.
Can you remember 3 fruits?
Maybe 2. Maybe 2 times.
Can you remember 3 fruits?
I'm not.
Goldstriker or Sam breaking down Vance's performance as if as if he was like doing something artistic was really funny.
Your front door with the highest quality chicken, beef, and vegetables.
That's good. You can do some more of that country thing. Do you like that?
Southern.
No, I'm falling asleep listening to it. It's like too relaxing. He's got it. The low is good. The soothing low is good, but he's got to spike it higher to get the interest and wake you up. Because if I'm just talking to you low, it's put you to sleep over here.
And they also make Josie beg for more plushies again.
I love silly little toys.
I don't know if talking to the camera is actually the way to get it.
Could you sit on the floor and cry? Like you say, I want a plushie?
I don't know, it's so hard here, and I just really want a plushie, so
I think directly begging the camera, I think, is probably, I don't think that's the move. I feel like that might make us more money short term. If it's too self-aware, the begging, the pandering.
Yeah.
Because it is, you were also kind of doing it tongue-in-cheek, like, hey guys, don't you want to buy me more? And that's like...
They feel like they're being sold to.
This is why Belle Delphine is not a hot ticket item anymore.
The Cell 2, Roman numeral 2. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, John Carpenter's Escape from LA, Speed 2, Cruise Control. Oftentimes sequels are shadows that pale in comparison to the originals. But sometimes, like Terminator 2, The Dark Knight, or The Empire Strike Back, sequels indeed can be the pinnacle of a franchise. The Cell 2, Roman numeral 2 is, well, it's actually kind of somewhere in the middle, I guess. The Cell 1 definitely had like the most memorable moments, such as John kicking a hole through the wall, the birth of the JJJ meme, Letty peeing in the closet, etc. But the Cell 2, I think, was just like a little more consistent. There were a lot of bits that didn't really work all that well, but I think the positives definitely outweighed the negatives on this one. Also, just to clarify, I'm not including the Wonka ending as part of the Cell 2 challenge. Technically, that happened directly after the challenge concluded. It just happened to take place in the same bedroom. Cell 2 saw the introduction of the final 2 freeloaders.
It's Chris. That was in my hair.
Chris told me about
Chris
Jar
is
Jar
right in
sequel.
front of you right now. I don't think so. I can't see.
2 of the introductions that I would say was probably the most shocking. Hopping on stream and seeing a new fat guy, aka a Chris clone, Chris Chin, was so funny to me. I know at the very beginning of the challenge there was, I think Sam or maybe Jet kind of made a joke promising that they were just gonna fill the house with fat guys. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, that didn't seem to pan out, but that is a hilarious idea. Chris Chin, personality-wise, wasn't anywhere near the OG. Actually, he was like Chris if he impregnated Vance. That's kind of the vibe I got from him. But he was used as a prop in many of the bits during challenges such as Punch a Fat Guy.
Oh, sweet punch. Oh my god, you're warrior.
Obstacle course, tag with sound effects.
Get it? No.
The other freeloader that got introduced here was Beans, who was actually just a goat. There's only so much you can do with an animal, I suppose, but just the shock and awe of them introducing a goat named Beans for seemingly no reason. Was there a lore reason why Beans was introduced? I'm trying to remember. I think there was. Either way, the idea of just adding a goat in the mix was genius. There were a bunch of physical challenges in the Cell 2 that reminded me kind of more of the earlier days of the fish tank when there was downtime and Jet came in and just kind of had these little games for them to play. They do stuff like the floor is lava, the monkey challenge, which was just loud equals funny. Chubby Bunny, musical chairs, limbo. Josie would dominate in the majority of these, including the tug of war challenge, where, like Goku removing his weighted clothes for better maneuverability, Josie had to remove her socks for better grip, something TTS had been asking for since the early days. You see, Josie is a wholesome lady who refused to give in to the peer pressure of TTS. I think it was during Simmons' presidency he had made a rule specifically to like mess with Josie that everyone had to take their shoes and socks off, or maybe it was just their shoes, whatever. Feet had to be exposed on some level, so in retaliation, crafty Josie just like put her pants over her feet for days. I have no idea how they were longer pants, but I have no idea how she walked like that. Genius. Obviously, I can't show you her feet here because I respect her hustle. But the psychological challenges were by far the funniest though. The insult challenge.
You mean
The make yourself cry challenge, which Letty took way too far.
That was fucking insane. Yeah, a little too far. You think so? Probably, yeah.
Jason trying to trick innocent Josie into getting vaxxed.
Would you let us vaccinate you for a point?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I mean, it's a competition.
No, it's like deadly poison. Why would you ever let somebody do that to you?
The TTS is funny challenge, which was just an excuse to spit water on the two of them, especially Letty.
Little boy on the left looks like he needs Letty looks like if I let a garbanzo bean. Josie looks like Ringo Starr in brown face. Letty, your asshole stains.
Annoy goldstriker.
Oh my god!
And the fan disavowment challenge.
I don't care about the Letty chuds. I'm actually in a long-term relationship with a trans man.
Is that true? That's Letty Chud assassination. That's a Letty point. I'm sorry, guys.